Are you thinking about moving to Corpus Christi? Well, it's a great place to live, but like any other city, it does have its challenges. And in today's video, I'm going to be diving into 5 downsides of living here in Corpus, giving you some insider tips that you're not going to hear anywhere else. I'm going to be talking about the road construction and the potholes to the weather, all the way to the bad drivers here. And these are real issues that locals face, and you're going to want to know about before you make the move here. And whether you're new to the channel or you're a returning viewer, welcome. I'm Lezli Milner. I'm a local real estate agent here in Corpus Christi, and I create weekly videos all about life here in Corpus with real estate tips and insights to help you make that informed decision. And if you have any questions about the area or you're thinking about moving here, don't hesitate to reach out to me. You'll find my contact information in the description below. I would love to help you any way that I can. Now, let's get into the 5 downsides of living in Corpus Christi. Let's get into the first point that I want to talk about, which is something that you're going to notice pretty quickly if you're driving around town, which is the condition of the roads. Roads here are a big issue in Corpus, and you're going to hear locals complain about them all the time. And I mean, we have good reason to, trust me. Some of these roads are in terrible shape and they desperately need to be redone, but the city of Corpus rather, pave a road that doesn't need repairs than fix a road that has many potholes and needs repairs. So slowly but surely will it get fixed. Now, the main roads are generally in decent condition. It's really the side streets where you're gonna run into trouble. You're gonna have potholes that are a constant problem, and some of the areas here in Corpus really seem to be neglected for years. Driving around certain streets can really feel like you're navigating an obstacle course. You're gonna see drivers swerving to avoid the worst of the potholes, and when we have heavy rainfall, those potholes can fill up with water and it makes them so hard to see until you hit them. And trust me, it is not fun hitting them. These issues are very inconvenient and they can cause damage to your car, which leads to unexpected repair bills, and that is not fun to mess with whatsoever. And there are a few major projects happening across Corpus though to help improve the area and support the growth of the Port of Corpus, which is one of the biggest is the new Harbor Bridge, and it is getting closer to completion time, and this bridge is going to be a game changer, not only improving traffic flow, but also providing a more direct route for those heading to Portland, Aransas Pass, Rockport, or those coming from those areas to Corpus. It's a key part to make the area more accessible and way easier to navigate. And on the south side of Corpus, you have Yorktown Boulevard that's currently being expanded from 2 lanes to 4 to help handle the growth in that area. These are exciting changes, but if you live in the area, they do come with some growing pains, right? You're going to expect detours, there's going to be lane closures or movements, and occasional delays while construction is underway. And on Everhart Road, construction is also underway. They're going to be fixing long-standing issues, and right now, the road is down to 2 lanes and it's very tight. You're going to have crews working to help direct traffic and help just keep things moving so that way they can get done as fast as possible. There are still some time delays and headaches along the way as usual, but the city has committed to significant funding to help tackle these other road projects and really focusing on improving traffic flow and addressing the critical infrastructure needs. While progress is slowly being made, it's going to take some time before these projects are fully completed. So while the construction can be a pain in the butt, these projects are going to help make Corpus more easier to navigate in the future. So that is something to look forward to. Let's move on to the next point that I want to talk about, and this one can really impact your daily life just driving around town, which is the drivers here in Corpus. Now, Corpus is known for that coastal, laid-back, friendly vibe, right? But it doesn't always translate that to the roads here. Let's just say that the driving styles here are pretty unique. You're gonna have people running red lights, merging without signaling, speeding, weaving in and out of traffic, and sometimes people just playing on their phones and being so distracted they're going so slow or not paying attention, weaving into your lane. Very crazy. It's not uncommon to witness some questionable moves while you're driving. Locals even joke about it or make a post about it in the Facebook group called Corpus Drivers Being Corpus Drivers. And just know that if you're heading downtown on a Friday or Saturday night, you're going to see another side of the driving scene here. It's not unusual to see people revving up their engines, speeding, spinning their tires. Recently, we've seen some very reckless behavior downtown, like people hanging out of their vehicles, doing donuts, hitting a motorcycle because a car was just spinning out, doing donuts and lost control. Now, these situations can quickly become dangerous, so it's something to be aware of if you're spending time downtown on the weekends where there is a lot of traffic. Also, take note that traffic can also get a bit chaotic during the morning and evening rush hours. These times can make navigating certain areas of Corpus a little more stressful, especially if you're in a hurry. And one of the most common complaints across the city here about driving is the aggressive or distracted driving here, which can really make navigating the busy streets a challenge. You're going to see drivers speeding in school zones or rolling through stop signs as if they're optional. People here really don't care. And if you're new to the area, it might take you some time to adjust to the driving culture here, depending where you're from. And here's my best advice to you. If you're driving in the area, just stay alert and keep your patience handy, especially during those peak traffic times and if you're out downtown when it's busy. Alright, let's talk about something else you'll need to prepare for if you're moving to Corpus, which is the weather and the mosquitoes. They do play a big part of life here, so it's worth knowing what to expect because Corpus has a humid subtropical climate, which means hot and humid summers and mild winters. While the coastal location keeps us from dealing with freezing temperatures, the summer months can be a little intense because they can push past that 100-degree mark, and the heat combined with the humidity here can make it feel even warmer than it says it is. Now, if you're not a fan of the muggy weather, then summers here might be a little bit of a challenge for you, but winters, on the other hand, are much mild and much easier to enjoy. So if you want to know more about what the winter months are really like here in Corpus, be sure to check out my video where I go into more detail about what you can expect during the winter months. Now, another thing to know about Corpus is that it's a very windy city. You're going to have a constant coastal breeze that can be refreshing, especially on a hot day, but it also means that you're going to deal with some strong wind gusts year round. Now, some days you're going to have no wind, and some days you're going to experience wind gusts around 30 miles per hour, which can make some outdoor activities not enjoyable, but locals just kind of get used to it. It's definitely worth keeping in mind when you're planning time outside if it is super windy, because it might not make it the best situation for you. And then there are tons of mosquitoes with the humidity and the occasional heavy rainfall. Mosquitoes really thrive here, especially during the warmer months. You'll definitely want to have bug spray on hand if you're planning to spend time outdoors, especially in the morning or evening times. If you're looking for an alternative route to regular bug spray, my advice would be to get the Johnson & Johnson baby lotion. It can actually help keep mosquitoes away, and I swear by it. I wear it all the time when I go out and the mosquitoes are really bad, and I have no issues whatsoever. I love to go on walking trails, and when the mosquitoes are super bad or after a heavy rainfall, I'll put that on and I won't have any issues. And it smells so much better than traditional bug spray in my opinion, and it just helps keep your skin soft while doing the job. And you can also spray your yard with the off spray to help keep those mosquitoes away. It's super helpful to do, especially if you're going to host an outdoor gathering or you just want to enjoy your backyard without constantly swatting at the mosquitoes. And when mosquitoes get really bad, the city will sometimes come around and spray to help reduce the problem. And it is a relief to know that there's some effort to help keep the mosquito population under control during the peak times, but it's just part of living here on the Gulf Coast. But with a little preparation and these tips, you can still enjoy the outdoors here. Now let's move to another point that you're going to want to keep in mind when you're considering Corpus Christi, which is the job market and the economy. The job market in Corpus has its strengths, but it can also be limited depending on your career field. The city's economy is largely driven by key industries like the oil and gas, tourism, and the port of Corpus Christi, which is one of the largest in the country, and that's why we're getting a new harbor bridge to help bring bigger ships to the port. Now, these industries can bring plenty of opportunities, but the city also benefits from other sectors like education and the military. The education industry offers a range of jobs across different levels. You have Texas A&M University, Corpus Christi, and Del Mar College that provide opportunities in the higher education level. And on the other hand, you have local school districts including Corpus Christi ISD, Flower Bluff ISD, Calallen ISD, West Oso ISD, and London ISD that offer a variety of options for elementary, middle, and high school education. You also have the military, that's another key employer here in the area with the Naval Air Station that provides jobs for the active duty personnel and civilians alike. The base also supports local businesses and services, contributing to the overall economy. And tourism continues to play a big role in the local economy here with jobs related to hospitality, dining, and attractions like fishing charters and beach services. You have the oil and gas that remain the steady source of employment, especially through operations connected to the Port of Corpus. Now, outside of these main industries, the job market can feel real limited for those in more specialized career fields, and the cost of living here in Corpus is generally more affordable compared to other coastal cities, which is a big plus for many people, but wages in some industries don't always align with the cost of living, which can be a challenge for some families. So if you're relocating to Corpus, it's a good idea to do your research on your industry beforehand to make sure that you're going to find the opportunities that you're looking for. While the economy here has its strengths, understanding that local job market is key to making a smooth transition. Lastly, let's talk about something that might surprise you if you're coming from a larger sized city. Corpus Christi's limited shopping and entertainment options. While Corpus has plenty of charm and a laid-back coastal lifestyle, it does not offer the same variety of shopping and entertainment options as larger cities in Texas like San Antonio, Austin, Houston, or Dallas. And the city features shopping destinations like La Palmera, which is the mall here with a mix of national retailers and some specialty shops. And you have Moore Plaza, which provides some stores and dining options. But if you're used to those high-end shopping or more diverse nightlife, the choices here might be a little bit limited to you. Now, when it comes to entertainment, Corpus does have some great venues like the American Bank Center and the Selena Auditorium, which hosts concerts, conventions, and sporting events. And you also have the Concrete Street Amphitheater, which is known for its outdoor concerts and lively atmosphere. These spots do bring in national acts and are a huge draw for both locals and visitors. And for my golf enthusiasts, you have a couple of options with courses like Oso Beach Golf Course and Lorenzo Golf Center, which offers space to practice and enjoy the game of golf. And for baseball lovers, you can catch a game at the Whataburger Field and watch the Corpus Christi Hooks. It's always a fun way to spend an evening. And if you're a music lover, you can explore some smaller venues downtown like the House of Rock and Executive Surf Club for some local bands and live performances. And for families and nature lovers, attractions like Texas State Aquarium or Padre Island National Seashore offer a unique experience that highlight the coastal charm of the city. While options can feel a little more limited compared to larger cities, Corpus offers a mix of local charm and regional entertainment that appeals to those looking for a slower paced lifestyle. And if you're someone who enjoys big city amenities, it's worth knowing that places like San Antonio, Austin, Houston, or even Dallas are just a few hours away and can offer a day trip or weekend escape for more intensive shopping or entertainment options. While Corpus has its own challenges, it's still a place that many people love to call home. From the warm coastal weather to the relaxed pace of life, the upsides often outweigh the downsides, but it's always good to know what to expect before making that big move. So if you are thinking about relocating to Corpus or know someone who is interested in moving to the area, I would love to help you out. You'll find my contact information in the description below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button below, give this video a like, and click that little notification bell so that way you don't miss out on any of the weekly content that I put out about the area. Again, I'm Lezli Milner, and I'll see you in the next video.